So I'm all about trying to help people save money and also seeing what real people have paid, how to get discounts on other things. Um, have you guys wore these comfort hoodies? I don't know if they're overpriced or what, but they didn't send me this. I just bought one, and I absolutely love this hoodie from Comfort, like the bottoms and the top. I don't have the bottoms on it now, but I love them. But I wanted to show you guys what I paid for a Navigator, plus how you can get extra discounts. One of them being the X plan. And so I was going to show you guys what I paid for a Navigator with the X plan, and then also what it costs and the options we got and why. And so we'll go over that. So here's the Navigator. It's just the black color, and I've been buying black because the black doesn't cost anything extra, and I think it's one of the best looking colors. Now they have in this a bunch of colors, but I'm going to show you guys the interior that we got. We got the hot chocolate interior, so you can see here, it's like this. It does remind you of hot chocolate, but you can see in the inside, you've got this deep dark brown. These seats feel really good. The only package that we wanted was the tow package, and I'll pop up in the video what all that comes with. But as you can see here, this is a Navigator, which comes with all these options from the factory standard. And then we got the all-weather floor mats and the tow package, the heavy-duty trailer tow package. Now, a lot of people, if you tow with these, you're going to want to get the heavy-duty tow package because it comes with a 2-speed transfer case, and it comes with a mode that you don't normally get. Now, we probably won't use the mode, but it comes with a bigger radiator as well. So when you get these vehicles and you get it with the heavy duty tow package, you got your trailer brake controller, and then you're going to get slow climb mode because you've got a 2-speed transfer case. With that being said, I tow a lot with these vehicles. So there's a lot of other things that you get with that package. And in that, I haven't taken this off, but we wanted that because we tow a lot. So that was the only thing we got besides the all-weather floor mats. And here's what they look like if you get them. So they say Navigator in them, and they cover pretty well. I wish they had a little lip that covered right here, but they don't. And I wish this come all the way to there. They left about a 1/2 inch. And then in the back, it covers this row across through here. I put this in here for right now because I don't have the 3rd row cover. I didn't get that. But I will tell you, if you're looking at getting one of these Navigators and you're going to get accessories for it, you're probably better off to order them right now, at least, because you can get a pretty big discount off of stuff from the Lincoln website. So, like if you buy a Navigator and you get the, options you want, you could leave off like the floor mats, the hitches, things of that nature, because you can get them for a steep discount currently. I don't know how long that sale runs, but we didn't want the 24s because the tire is the first thing to take impact. So when you put a 24 on it, it's got a littler tire. So the vehicle with the 22s is going to ride better. Now, with that being said, this vehicle with that package came out to $103,585. One of the sneaky things that Ford is doing that I do not like. So the MSRP on this is $100,000. The options is another $1,000. So you're looking at, $1,999 or $90. with the total destination delivery is $2,595. So they're making everybody pay the delivery and destination fee, kind of like everybody did when COVID hit. And I just think that's complete garbage. I hate that they're doing that to people, and I think that's a really crooked way on Ford's part. So, like I said, that's another thing that you're paying when you could, like if you buy a $100,000 vehicle, you're going to have almost $3,000 vehicle just for that. So don't just pay attention to the MSRP, because MSRP, what they're showing is that right there, the $100,000. So what did we pay for this vehicle, and what was the incentives that you could get? And I'm going to show you guys that right here. So we'll start at the top, and I'm just going to act like, everybody's doesn't know anything, just so everybody can get the full picture. So as you can see, the selling price, same as the MSRP with the added delivery and everything. They start at that $103,585, and then the discount, the big discount of $4,664, blah, blah, blah. That's the X plan. Now, there's a bunch of other rebates right now, and that's what I was telling other people is any rebate, anything that the dealer offers, that the rebates are out, whatever, you can add that to your X plan. So don't let these dealers tell you that you can't stack rebates and all these other discounts, because you can. So as you can see, that comes down after the 2 discounts, and the less rebates, it was the rebates they had. One, we ended up getting another one, but they had one that was a rebate for a Conquest, and you'll see all this popped up in the video. But one was for Conquest, and you got $2,000 for that. And that was if you drove any other brand, which we drove a Wagoneer, Jeep, whatever you want to call them. So we got a $2,000 rebate on that. And then there was another one that was something for $1,000. This was the one before we got done, but this will give you an idea. So I was able to stack all of those with the X plan, which on this one, it brought it down to $97,319.59. And then you can see all the other stuff. But also, if you can sell your vehicle outright and beat the tax credit, which is sometimes hard to do in the market that's just saturated, and right now is not a good time to sell vehicles. So, like I said, that was one of the things that if you wanted to trade in, that was what the trade value was assessed at. And then you only pay half the tax of the vehicle because you're not paying the difference in the cash. So if you buy a $100,000 vehicle and they give you $40,000 on trade, you're only paying the tax on the $60,000. And that give all that down. Now, also, if you're looking to finance, like if you guys are going to finance the rest of whatever the remaining balance was, then this is what Lincoln was offering. The best thing to do is to know your credit before you ever go in there, and don't try to joke with them, because they're going to run your credit regardless. But if you have really good credit, then you can get accepted to Lincoln. And for 36 months, it was 2.9. For 48 months, it was 3.9. And then 60 months, it was, I don't even remember what it was. I think 4.9. I think it went up 0.9 every time. Now, USAA, who we're a member of, we checked on that as well. And my credit score is like an 856 or something like that. My wife's is like a 812, 816. I can't remember what it was. But USAA, if we finance through them, their rate for 36 months was 4.5 and 48 months was 4.5. So if you're a USA member, that'll kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at right now. I know that on the lower end vehicles, the Navigator, you couldn't get 0%, but on the vehicles that were not a Navigator, like an Aviator and a couple others, you could get 0% on those. But then per thousand, every thousand that you finance through them, you paid $21 and something, which would still be less over the a year's time than what you would pay in the, well, I guess it would depend on what you, like if you didn't pay for your vehicle cash, but I guess it would depend on how much you finance. If you finance a Aviator for 80 or 90 grand, $21 adds up each time, every time there's 1,000 on there. So that'll give you guys an idea on this, and hopefully this helps some of you. Like I said, any rebate, all the ones that you see me pop up on this video before, those are rebates that you can get, so keep that in mind, and hopefully that helps a lot of you. So here's a black Navigator, and here's a white one. If you guys are looking at these and you get the reserve and you don't get the jet appearance package, you do not get the full light bar that goes across. Like here, the black label comes with it, but if you look here and you get the jet appearance package, you get the full light bar that runs all the way across your grille in there. But then it swaps your wheels to the black ones, which I'm not a fan of, but this blue is a pretty wild looking color. It's a real deep, like metallic blue. You probably can't tell in the light, but there's a white one there, and there's the blue. It looks gray in some sunlight, looks all kinds of different colors in there. But I'm not a fan of the black interior. So we're looking at this color interior, which is the brown.
These are heated.
Interior. So this is the rose color. It's wild. It looks pink in here, but it's called copper. I'm sure the sun would change the color of that drastically. But also, like if you're looking at, this is an L also. So you can see if you get the middle console thing, which you couldn't do with car seats because this would fold up and hit this thing there, but you get massaging, nicer seats in the middle.
Boy, those lights are pretty.
Oh, I know, that whole center stack. I love that.
Yeah.
But I don't like the jet appearance package at all. Yeah. Did that one have the... That's got the brown interior?
Yeah, but it has that center console.
Oh, does it? Okay. All right.
If you were looking for a Navigator, not right now. You can, but you're going to be waiting an extra 2 months because the aluminum plate burned down.
Yeah, I seen that.
So they're doing a 8-week hold on Navigators.
I seen that. That's what someone was saying. But I also built one on Ford, and it looked like they had raised the price by $900. That same one, I built the same one on Ford, and the price on it for the same exact one, that one's $103, and for the same package and everything, it was $104.50.
They build it for leasing. There's 8